Hello, Patrick Deuley here. I'm the Senior Product Manager for GitLab's ecosystem. We run the developer tooling for GitLab. So that's the GDK, the Pajamas design system, our APIs, and we also manage third-party integrations. We've got a bunch of work that's starting to happen on the GDK. So I wanted to cut kind of a baseline measurement of how hard is it for a new developer who's never worked on GitLab before to get the GDK installed, get it set up, from scratch. So I have my personal laptop here, which doesn't have the GDK installed. It doesn't have any of the requirements installed. I think it has Ruby already, maybe. Maybe the right version. I'm not sure. I know it doesn't have. I think it has Brew. It definitely has Brew. We've got a couple of basic things on it, but I wanted to get kind of a snapshot of what does it look like today for someone setting up the GDK for the first time. So we're going to walk through it live. I'm going to do the whole thing, record the whole thing. I don't know if we'll put the whole thing on YouTube, but because I don't know how long it's going to take. It's kind of the question. So let's walk through it step by step. I'm going to follow the instructions on the installation page live, and I'm going to kind of put in the commentary in my head, and let's see how it works out. So let's go ahead and get started. I know we've got the GDK installation page, and in fact, I've already opened it before on this machine. So, right, so there are two sections. This is not the right page. Awesome. So, set up GitLab's development kit with GitLab Development Kit. This is interesting because it takes me to the README, but the README doesn't tell me directly about installation. And then when I click on, what did I just click on? When I click on installation configuration troubleshooting, it takes me to troubleshooting. Okay, well, this is not helpful. So that's a good thing to fix. We've got, I know if you go to the main page, yep, here we go. We've got the installation instructions here. Okay, so this is what I remember. So we've got two sections. There's preparing your computer, which I know we'll find out as we go. I've got a couple of things done, I'm sure, because I know I already have Brew, and then we'll set up GDK. So let's go through preparing your computer. Okay, I have a non-root account. Great. Yes. Let's open up a terminal window. I have terminal. Great. The active version of Ruby. Oh, here, let me make this a little bigger for y'all tuning in from home. Let's see. Okay, so I remember one of the problems that we were running into previously is using system Ruby created some problems. Yeah, do not use system Ruby. Okay, so use a Ruby version manager. RV, oh, do I have RVM? Oop. I like RVM, so let's install RVM. So I'm going to run install GDK keys. Oh, good. I don't have. No. Okay. Brew. Brew. Okay, let's update Brew in the background here. Be sure it's just this. There we go. Oh, okay, cool. Brew install BPG. So let's see if that works. Like I said, this is a very fresh installation. I think I've done some like really basic dev work on it before, but again, personal laptop. Only GitLab thing on here is this sweet desktop from Jeremy Elvin. Okay, so we're going to try to install RVM once GPG2 is set up. Okay, what can we keep doing while we're waiting on this? Terminal bundler. Start a new tab. I know I have gem, right? Because I have Ruby, system Ruby installed. I guess I have to wait on that though. Okay, how about Git? Git 221. Okay, minimal supported is 222. So let's just roll with that. I think that's probably okay. We're not going to want Git LFS. We're not going to do that today. Oh, Node. Do I have NVM? I don't have NVM installed either. So let's do NVM. So Node version manager, it's interesting because in the description here, right, like we say with Ruby, use a version manager. For my personal experience, I also recommend using a version manager for Node. I really like NVM. There's nothing crazy going on there. So let's go ahead and install NVM. Really nice, real clean, lightweight version manager for Node. Cool. Permission denied. Oh, good. Okay. So we're already running into trouble. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to have to fully restart the terminal window, I think. Okay, so anyway, let's see, security. Oh, okay. It's already up to date. Great. Okay, so we'll put in those GPG keys. GPG. Okay. Key server received failed. No, it has. Great. What happens if I just run this command? Okay. Installing. Okay, so now I've got RVM. Oh, you need to run source users doing. Got it. Oh, I'm gonna reopen my window anyway for NVM. Okay, cool. Close those, reopen this, RVM, NVM now. All right. RVM, version. Really? Okay, so NVM didn't install. Okay. Cool. So NVM. All right. So now let's go back to my installation instructions. Now that we're 10 minutes in, we have 2 version managers installed. Okay, so I want Ruby. I need to use the current GitLab Ruby version. Okay, that's loading. And then Node, I want Node 1210. So NVM install 1210. Ruby version. It's loading. Okay, so we've got Node 12.10 installed. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 265. And then RVM install 2.6.5. Okay. Okay, so I've got Git. Oh, once Ruby gets in there, then I'll make this bigger again. Once Ruby gets going, then we'll oh goodness. We tap. Okay. And then arrow, please read. Goodness, requirements installation fail. Wow. Cleanup has not been running in 30 days. Permission denied at apply to files. What is that about? I actually really like that we're running into problems right away, because this is pretty standard. This is what working in software looks like. It's a lot of Google in it. Oh, let's see what, okay, true doctor. Okay. I don't know what this is. Let's do it. Find it. Okay. It doesn't really tell me much. So that was just installing our no binary Ruby's available. And for the record, this is running Catalina, and it's a couple-year-old machine, but still should not be a problem. Error running automate lib tool. See what? That was not a helpful log. You know what? Let's open up something easier to read. Let's see. There were package installation errors. Permission denied. If I remember correctly, you're not supposed to run brew sudo. Let's see what it says. Good. Sudo nvm install 265. Use your password. Oh wait. Great. One style for root. This is not going well, y'all. Permission denied at apply to as. do this. Operation not permitted. I'm switching the Mac ports. Sorry, I don't have much to say right now, so this is not terribly exciting. I'm kind of thrilled. Like running nvm install. Oh wait, sorry, RVM. I wonder if it's trying to remember what the RVM list. Does it have a search command? Whoa, wait, it's working then. Okay, so the brew cleanup appears to have helped. We are now 18 minutes in, for the record. Okay, so Ruby, let's just assume that it's going to work. So Ruby's going, Git is good, Node is good, go. Okay, so don't have Go, awesome. I don't believe Go has a version manager yet. I thought there was there's a, wait, yeah, Apple Mac OS. Yeah, well, that's convenient. One that we can install via package. Okay, so we'll let the Go installation run. Oh, Ruby is going, doing its thing. Okay, Chrome. Oh, right. Chrome driver, not just Chrome. Okay. Getting download the Chrome driver binary for your platform. I'm buried the lead there, guys. You're using Chrome version. Oh wait, does it 60 or greater? Okay. Chrome driver version 2. Whoa. Okay, I guess we'll just do the latest one. I don't think No, that's not what I want. Okay. Hey, Go is installed. Okay, well, that was easy. Oh, right. And Chrome driver is just a little binary. Okay. Where's Chrome driver want me to put it? I have to add it to my path. Okay, really? This is very straightforward. Okay, so I guess I'll do Deuley. Right. Is there a folder already in there for? Okay. And because I can now remember, having execute with that. Oh, not in Windows. Sudo let's pass. Okay. Sudo code the right. Be good if I knew what my home directory's full path was. Just Deuley. It's home Deuley. Users. Yeah. Users. Deuley. And where do I put it? Bin. Okay. So we've updated our path. So Chrome driver's in there. Let's make a new terminal. Hey, okay. Okay, cool. So Chrome driver's in our path now. Review was built without documentation. That's fine. Okay, so RVM use 265. Oh, use the version. Yay. Okay, cool. So we're on 265 now. Great. Let's go do it again. So close a bunch of this. Have Go, Chrome driver. Great. Node, Go, Chrome driver, Postgre. Okay, so PostgreSQL is covered below. Great. Some instructions still pinned to version 10. Yeah, version 11 is now the default for everything. We're deprecating version 10 here this year, 2020. Okay, cool. So let's continue. In 10.15, default shell change from Graphql. Okay, well, we've done the prerequisites for all platforms. They're using PostgreSQL. Okay. Note on Node.js. Manual installations. Yeah, okay. This is why, yeah, use a tool like NVM. Don't use brew for node. Agreed. Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to around these. Brew, go install all the things. Wait, whoa. No. I'm glad I caught this. So it just told me to probably use node via NVM, but it's installing it in the script. Let's not do that. Okay. We're installing things. I have a feeling this is going to take a while, though. If you somehow made it half an hour into this, but don't know what the GitLab Development Kit is for, first, let me know that you're nuts. Second, it's for, let's talk a little bit about this. I didn't want to waste too much time at the top because I really want a realistic timer running and how long it takes me to do. But the GitLab Development Kit is for creating a local GitLab development environment. So you can actually set something up locally, running just the bare repositories, so you can actually work on the code base live, enabling local development. So this is valuable for anyone who contributes, and of course, right, like our motto, mission, vision, I'm not sure, is everyone can contribute. And we believe strongly in that when it comes to our development community. And we believe that it's incredibly important for our community of developers to be able to contribute. And the GDK is one of the primary ways that you can contribute. It's not the only way, but it's one of the primary ways that we would love to see people to contribute. Please get the GDK. Please download the GitLab codebase. Please go add features, right? Go participate, get involved. So you can also, if you are, again, somehow made it half an hour into watching me try to install this, but you were just looking for installation instructions on how to install GitLab locally, GitLab Omnibus is an awesome distribution. You can run GitLab with very little effort. Installing on, where are the installation instructions? Here we go. Installing, I have this installed on a local Ubuntu VM in my local network. And it took me maybe, So you have to install a couple of basic necessities, right? OpenSSH server and CA certificates, postfix for emails, you add the repository, and you install. And this command, the external URL command, just passes what your thing will be configured with at the start. Okay, hey, what did we just install? I don't remember what we're doing. Oh, all of those dependencies. So, right, let's run the second command. Huh. I don't know about that because I didn't install Node. Yeah, Yarn seems to be doing okay, so we're not going to worry about it. Okay. Oh, well, root install Yarn. Yarn is rolling. Was there a requirement on Yarn version? I'm going then. See, I'm already messing things up here. Root install Yarn. Yarn's already installed. I get that. Something like web dev on this. So yeah. No, brew upgrade Yarn. And it's been a little bit. Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So the installation is super straightforward, and that's it. right? Like once you've run this, run that command, it goes and apt-get installs GitLab, and it's off and running. Super straightforward, very, very easy. The Omnibus is an excellent distribution. Cool. Okay, so that command has been run. Okay. Group N node 12. I really don't want to use Brew's node specifically because the installation instruction said please don't use that. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of those, and that's just pinning. Brew pin pins the current version. Bundle config build event machine with CPP flags. Okay. Wait. What is this doing? Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting little bit of logic baked in here. If you're running ZSH, then it's ZSHRC, which I am, and then else. Great. Okay. What does this do? Export path. Adding PG11 to the path and node 12 to the path, which again, I didn't install that, man. Okay, whatever. Package config. Okay. Adding package config path as a variable. Source shell file. Brew task install. Oh, wait, that's interesting because it told me to go. Apparently, I'm installing Chrome driver from Brew. I went off and did that manually earlier, so okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, I'm not on Linux, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, great. So am I done? Node.js from source, did that. Install the current GitLab we're using RVM, did that. Install the yarn, have yarn, install the remainder of the prerequisites. What is this? Is this just generic instructions? Okay, so I think I have all of the prereqs now. It's still going. Cool. Okay, let's set up the GDK. So time check, that's 33 minutes to install all of the base requirements. So install the GitLab Development gem. What was that? Oh yeah, I'm not worried about the Chrome driver right now. Okay, cool. So let's go into, there's nothing in here. It's just an empty folder at the moment. I deleted a bunch of old projects. Okay, so gem install GitLab Development Kit. Yeah. Okay. Changed into the directory where you want to store your source code. Okay. Okay. GDK in it. Hey, all right. So did it create a directory? Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, I wasn't sure if it was going to make a folder or just initialize it in that folder. Apparently it was going to create a folder. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go into the GitLab Development Kit folder. I'm going to do GDK install. Huh. Oh, it's because I moved it. Okay. GDK install. Oh, come on. Installation was okay. And note for future reference, don't move it. When you move it, it freaks it out. Hmm. Oh. NVM used file FM. What? Hey, y'all were watching. I'm not crazy. I did install NVM, right? Oh, hold on. Huh. NVM's not in my path. NVM installation. I messed that up. Oh, you know why? Because I didn't add this to my code. I gotta add this to my shell. Great. NVM. Hey, I've got NVM now. Okay. Cool. Okay, so I'm back. Get GDK install. Oh goodness. Oh, NVM queues 1210. RVM queues 265. Great. M VM install GitLab Kit. I'm just not sure if I was on all of the right versions. So if those versions installed that gem in the wrong place and then installed like the wrong node packages in the wrong place. So now I just double checked that I'm on the right version of Ruby. I'm on the right version of Node. GDK install. Now things are going to run. Yeah. Because when I closed the terminal window and I reopened it, it nuked what versions I was using because I don't have them set as my defaults. So NVM, let's see. NVM, VM, alias 1210. Wait, alias default 1210. So now we'll always use 1210 as my default. VM should have something similar. Let's should get in over. VM set wow. RVM default use uses cool. Okay. So now Node and Ruby should default to the appropriate versions. 40 minutes in, running low on water. on a desert island. It's getting very hot. What am I going to do next? Where even was I? Okay, so I'm doing GDK install. I'm not developing against the GitLab FOSS project. I'm not developing my own fork. Oh, that's it. Is that it now? Cool. It's checking out a bunch of files. It's installing Ruby gems. Post installation, GDK start. We're going. It's exciting stuff. Should have done this on Twitch. Thousands of people watch as I install the software. Badly. This is good though, because I'm a little rusty. It's been 8 months since I set this up. Maybe longer, 9 months. And so I didn't remember a ton. I know the process has changed slightly since then. So I think that was valuable to be able to be rusty. I wouldn't expect everyone who is contributing to have done all of this stuff super recent memory necessarily. Some people are professional developers who write code every day and would have done this in half the time and have half of this already set up. But I think this is good and representative of what quite people experience. Gemoji. What is Gemoji? Character information on native emojis. Right. Pretty great. Good thing that we've got our priorities, y'all. Make sure emoji support is everywhere. Mm-hmm. This is great. It's the XKCD codes compiling. Pull on the swords. Invite the kids in. Sword fight for a bit. What's this? That's omnibus. And all of my other preparation. This is it. I'm stretch. Quantitative. Isn't it quantizer? Quantizer? I don't know. It's just name. You can call anything anything. 46 minutes. So that's not too bad. If this is the last step, and some reasonably competent person would have done better than me, but some reasonably competent person would have probably run into a couple of minor things, like I did, get around them. This is about as long as it's going to take to download and install this stuff. My internet connection's plenty fast, so it's installing as fast as we can expect it to be installed. It's about an hour. So what are the other options, right? So if we wanted this to be even easier, one of the proposals that has been kicked around was having like a live containerized environment on the web where we could just spin up a development environment on the cloud somewhere, the numinous cloud, and then give you an interface that allows you to remote edit things in it, like the VS Code remote extensions and stuff, where you can, for example, those, or you can interact with a remote development environment. Could be interesting. Reduce the time it takes to get set up to what is effectively waiting on Docker or what have you to spin out the image. I'm out of water, so this needs to hurry up. Not like I'm doing anything terribly exciting, but it does feel kind of weird to fully just get up and leave the frame. Feels like a thrill. Gemoji 1, we got another gem about emojis. I don't know what the Mustard Man grape is, but it sounds awesome. I feel like it's a band I used to listen to in college. I got a nap since I'm just sitting. Mustard Man grape. Well, then that's the grape pattern type for Mustard Man. Man, do I wish I knew the great pattern that goes. Genuinely no idea what's happening here. Yeah, I got nothing. It's like a, yeah, what's mustard man? Oh, whoa. Print. People. Your personal, it's like regex thing. This is probably what you were looking for. That's pretty great. All right. What about Hamlet? What's Hamlet? See, I haven't been a Rails developer in a long time. Oh, high-performance handle right now. Because it's handle that's lit. It's pretty great. I haven't professionally done any work in Rails in a number of years. 52 minutes. Hand lit over here. It's taking a significant amount of time. Oh, see, I say that. I just had to just bash on it a little bit. I'm curious to go back from this recording and see when it started installing and when it stopped installing. Just how long it takes to run the installation process. Grabbing these dependencies. Just for curiosity's sake. How fast that manufacturing is going right now. It's not blowing the doors off of anything, but it's also reasonably fast. You now have my P. Please don't come to my house. Weird. Okay. Two. All right. Still going. Let's do this. Open here. Let's just poke around. Okay, so this is my GitLab. Gotcha. Hey now, is it done? Just looking through these messages. Post install messages from things. Great. When you put to party, you must party. Thanks, HTTP party. Or HTTP party. Okay, so I think no, it's still not done. Okay. It's still doing it, fine. Oh, it's running make. Okay. What's in the Vagrant file? And we've been in a couple discussions with people talking about using Vagrant as their environment for GDK. Doesn't seem to be a common pattern, but it's definitely something some people want to do. And another one that's come up is the support for the GDK for Linux on Windows WSL. So just different ways people like to work and support as many as we can so that we can get as many contributions as possible. Just keep staring at this window. Together, you and me, staring at a window. It's an interesting warning message. But I'm known. Whoa! You are in a detached head state. More dependencies. Closer and closer. Yeah. Other yellow project name X. Closing in on an hour now. 58 minutes. This is hardly a speed run. What would that even look like? Speed running software installation? I guess the cheaty version of it would be you just have a script and you run the script and the script just automates something. It's a little fun, very exciting. We're installing some gems. More gems. Zeit work. Is that related to Craftwork? Or now.sh? It's hard to know. Now, this is going to be the most boring hour-long video that's ever been uploaded to YouTube. That can't be true, actually, because there's some preposterously done people uploaded to YouTube. In particular, the 800 hours of some kid song on a loop. Those have to be in the top category boring things on YouTube. And that would have been a much more fun and kind of meta video if I had just been watching YouTube in the little corner of the screen the whole time instead of just waiting here, staring at the installation prompt. And then upload that video to YouTube. Now it's a meta. It's a video of someone watching YouTube on YouTube. And then someone gets to make a video of someone watching that video. It's all, I'm sitting in a room. We are now over an hour. Oh, goodness. Okay. More codependencies. Okay. Gotcha. So it's each one of the individual chunks. Yeah. It's getting its own dependencies. Okay. Bring closer. It's making database things. See, oh, it's creating, right? Skipping mass insertion. What if I wanted lots of users? Lots of namespaces. I'm rethinking the strategy. Maybe I should just open YouTube, watch something different. This would be more fun if I'd done it on Twitch, because maybe I could have convinced some people to watch my stream and then like just be chatting with people on the stream, and that would be fun. Alas, we're almost there. Hour and 4 minutes. I'm also tempted to try this on a Linux environment next and see how that goes. Because I wonder, because I wouldn't be using Homebrew. I ran into a handful of brew problems. Now, if you were on a genuinely fresh laptop and you had just freshly installed Brew, what ended up solving my problem was that Brew Cleanup DF, which I'm not that familiar with what all of Brew's flags are, but I'm guessing that was just cleaning up some cruft that I had laying around. It's probably been almost a year since I've done any serious work on this machine, so it probably was just pretty out of date and had some old packages attached or something. But
the same set of dependencies wouldn't look quite the same on Linux. Sometimes it would run through this exact same exercise on Debian or Ubuntu or whatever. 5 issues created. So what it's doing right now is everything's installed. It's going in and pre-seeding the database with a handful of fake data. So it actually goes out and clones these repos. So it goes out and clones HTML5 boilerplate, for example, into a namespace and then clones that project. And then it goes and creates issues and MRs and comments and all sorts of things. So it's adding comments into those test fixtures. So that when you get it set up, you actually have some test data to play with. It's a lot of comments. Okay, if users have a lot to say. Okay. Pipelines is interesting because there's a lot of data associated with a pipeline, like there's logs, artifacts. I wonder how much fake data is included in the fixture test data. Okay. Gotcha. And so this is, if you're using the container registry feature, you have to pass it that environment variable so that it knows to see that table. Don't have a license file I'm using. I'm going with core being our fully free licensing for it. We also have 3 tiers of licensing available for both self-hosted and SaaS. As if you didn't know that, person who has watched this video by now and then. I'm out of water. Oh wait, no, still misplaced in mine.
If I had known this was going to take, what, half an hour now to just run this, 20 minutes? 20 minutes from the script, something like that. I'll just like pulled out my guitar and noodled around. And then I would have a video of me noodling around on a guitar on YouTube, and I'd put video of that. But it could be done any moment now. For what it's worth, I don't even know if I'm going to include any of this. This is a lot of dead air. It's for posterity. For recording it for posterity. Epics. Whoa. Lots just happened. Okay. Okay, things are happening. Not 100% certain what just happened. Something very quickly. It's a rapidly evolving situation. Okay. Hey now, hey. I know I'm going to want this. That is, it's almost done here. So it's telling me the admin account to use is root and however you say that, 5 life as the password. Somebody's super secure password. Hey, look at that. Okay, let's go double check. I think it's just GDK start. Yeah, good. Okay. Let's do it. There. GDK start. It happens. Good, very good. Okay, so I guess it is running already. I guess. Oh, that is a change from last time. Oh, so I should just be able to visit localhost. Whoa. If you just started GDK, be patient. Okay. It's interesting. That is a change from the last time I ran this. It used to require a manual run. Now it has an auto start. Oh, so that's why it says GDK stop because it runs as a system. Okay. Cool. This page will automatically reload after the files. $30 to $60. Yeah. 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 Is it near? Is this the most thrilling part of this whole recording? Watching an error page. What happens if I run GDK start again? Oh, yeah, of course. Node each time. Come on. Oh, what? Hey. Hey, it's loading.
Come on, man. Let me move on with my life. Oh, GDK start. GDK stop. Restart. Tail. Oh, request. Bring in for longer. Okay. Huh. This is a live shell. I don't know what I would type, man. Not yet. GDK fin. So what about GDK tail? Let's see what's happening here. Guessing it's still doing stuff. Yeah, it's not quite finished booting, it looks like. Hey, I finally see my request, although it just timed out. Eh? No? All right. What if I do GDK start again? It'll tell me what services. No, that doesn't tell me that. So loading again. Hour and 20 minutes in. Time check. So I'm not sure what's going on here because stuff is happening. It's not loading. It's not giving me a sensible error. I'm not seeing anything really. It doesn't really look like it's doing much now. So let's run. Okay. GDK restart. Let's try restarting it.
Hmm. Feel a little silly. Zoom on and fail. Things are starting. Definitely not 36 seconds left. Jeez. I mean, it's 16 gig i7. I mean, it's a couple of years old, but you know, you're not going to be doing orders of magnitude better than that. Back to these background jobs, so it feels like it should be rolling by now. Let's see my request. Get users sign in. Did I miss something on installation? Maybe I don't remember doing anything to set up Postgre. System. Oh. Oh. Ah. 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 Okay. So I just have to restart it. Um, copy the squeaky password. Remember me. All right. And wait for it. Wait for it. Ta-da! Okay, cool. So we have our GDK setup running. It took an hour and 25 minutes to get to this page. I know I messed around for about the first minute or 2 minutes. So this is a pretty accurate vision of what it would look like. Here's what we're talking about. You know, HTML5 boilerplate. He's in here. Man, this thing is running slow. Again, I'm curious. I want to try this out on my big development machine and see what it looks like on native Ubuntu or something. Okay, cool. So yeah, so we see HTML5 boilerplate. We have 10 issues here. You can see some performance information loading in the top of the page every time. So it's got some test content. This one has conversations now. It's got threads, comments. So it's got some projects for you to play with in here. It has some fake data in fake users, fake labels, a whole bunch of Greek here. Awesome. Cool. Somebody changed a milestone. Look at that. How many milestones? We got 4 different milestones. So cool. So yeah, we've got our GDK running. So an hour and 25 minutes, start to finish, from a relatively fresh computer. So it already had Brew installed, but it didn't have Brew working particularly well. So we still had to troubleshoot Brew. May have been a little faster, may have been a little slower, having installed from scratch. I don't know, but I feel like it's a pretty good baseline. So, hour and 25 minutes. If you're a nut and you watched the whole thing with me, thanks for watching. That's cool. And if you have any questions, you want to talk any more about this, I am, like it says here, Deuley. I'm at Deuley on GitLab. Please ping me. Feel free to ask questions, talk to me about whatever. My team owns the GDK. If you have any suggestions, comments, feedback, we'd love to hear them. Or if you'd like to contribute to the GDK, let us know. We'd love to have your contributions. We'd love to work with you on any improvements. So thanks for watching and have a great day.